My husband loves to go shopping. I love to sit outside the store with the rest of the husbands. He's super sexy and fashionable. Lots of people think I'm a lesbian. Not even the lipstick kind. Just regular lesbian. Girls will flirt with my husband right in front of me because they think I'm his gay little buddy. Yeah, they're like, oh, where are you from? He's from my house. My husband has a beautiful afro, so girls are always like, oh, can I feel your hair? You could feel my fist. Wow, your little buddy's feisty. My husband takes shopping seriously. He does. Like, he'll stretch before a good sale. He will. I'll see him in the living room, stretching it out. I'm like, oh, you about to go work out? Nah, babe, Macy's one day. He's good at it. If they gave out awards for shopping, he'd be a gold medalist for sure. My husband is the Michael Phelps of shopping. On the other hand, I'm Ryan Lochte. Hey, I just came to have a good time. My husband is dedicated. He will look at every single item on a rack. I'm hiding inside the rack, waiting to jump out and scare him. He's like, t-shirt, t-shirt. Anjelah, very funny. My husband has the mentality of anytime you leave the house, you gotta be dressed to impress, right? You gotta look good, you gotta smell good. So sometimes when we go places, he likes to pick out what he wants to see me wearing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wear yoga pants all day. Because I might want to do yoga next week. So sometimes he'll pick out my outfit for me, right? He'll be like, all right, babe, put on these jeans right here. Okay, my favorite. This t-shirt, I like where this is going. And those stilettos. Ah, so close. My husband likes to see me in heels because women look sexy in heels. It's just the truth. Women look sexy in heels. Just not this woman. Not this woman. And I'll tell you why. Because I am bow-legged. See that? See how my knees don't touch? Trying my hardest. So that means when I wear heels, I look like this. Yeah. I look like I rode my horse to the club. Hey, 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 hey. If I'm wearing heels and I want to walk, I gotta bend my knees a little bit. Yep, look like a camel. Look like a camel trying to fold itself to get some rest.
You know, I met my husband and I fell in love with him. And I'm just gonna tell you, I love, love, love my husband. I'm not embarrassed to tell you. I love that man, right? And I only tell you that because the shit I'm about to say. Just because you love someone doesn't mean you don't see them exactly who they are. Because on paper, if you set us up, we're a perfect match. I told you, I'm 100% Sicilian. He's first generation Italian boy from Brooklyn, right? We should be perfect, but we're not. Because you want to know why? He is the nicest guy on the planet. He has the hope of a 14-year-old girl. Right? He believes everything is possible. And it is my job as a good wife to crush that spirit. You are never going to be a 47-year-old American Idol contestant. Get that shit right out of your head. Ridiculous. On paper, we're a perfect match. Real life, not so much. Didn't matter when we were dating that he's messy and I'm clean. Crazy clean, admittedly. I have a problem. I'm OCD. I watch Hoarders and clean during commercials. Because I'm afraid a dead goat's gonna fall through the television under 22 years worth of newspapers, and I will just burn the house down. That's what I will do. That's a very Italian thing to be clean. My grandmother was crazy clean. Wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, come back, your bed would be made. She'd be at you. You messy. You and the caca, so messy. Disgrazia, so mess. It's 2:30 in the morning, woman. I know, you hungry? Yeah, I could eat, whatever. We're just different in real life. It didn't matter when we were dating. Didn't matter that I have a master's degree and he has a GED. Not just a GED, he's got 2 because he sent away for an extra copy. Because it's a double major. It only matters now because we have our kid. Our son is 4 years old, right? I want to send him to preschool. My husband goes, what do you want to do that for? For that, right there. How about that? Exhibit A, huh? I gotta put a little purple beret up here? What do you want? How am I gonna stake my case? It's insane. If you find it funny, trust me and believe me that it will find you. Because when I go to sign my 4-year-old for preschool, I happen to find the one preschool in our area that not only do you have to fill out an application, you have to write an essay. To get a child into preschool, an essay. And I'm gonna tell you something. If my essay can't get my son into that preschool, I will get an essay. I will get a Mexican gang member to terrorize that school board. This 4-year-old is getting into that school. I took it way too seriously. I was a student for too long. I wanted to write this beautiful essay. I got so nervous the deadline was coming up. My husband goes, I'll write it. Yeah, no. Not only will he not get in, we'll lose custody. It's not happening.
Now that I'm married, I'm constantly on guard because I'm a jealous woman. I'm not gonna lie, it's the biggest issue he has to deal with. I'm jealous, man. You would think it would chill out when I got married. If you talk to my husband a second too long, I'm like, I don't know what your game is with this flirty line of questioning, but I don't like it. I'll be taking over from now on. And yes, he will have fries. I see you. Oh, I see you. People get intrusive with their questions. They'll be like, oh my gosh, how tall is your husband? Husband height. What cologne does he wear? Scent of my husband. His favorite movies are Wedding Video. You can leave now. They don't tell you this, but when you get married to somebody, you marry the entire bibliography of their issues. And you marry their family who gave them those issues. Like his mom never made him clean up his clothes as a kid. Guess whose problem that is now? My husband will leave little piles of clothing on the floor as if he was raptured out of our apartment. I'm like, were you never beaten as a child for this? We were clearly raised differently. I noticed one time he had an argument with his mom in front of me, and I was shocked because I didn't realize you could argue with your parents. Like, Latinos live in fear of our parents well into our early hundreds. Right, like, I'm trying to argue. I love life. He saw how shocked I was. He was like, don't worry, I would never talk to you like that. And I was like, I don't suggest it. You're a sound sleeper. Why do I know this? When you get married, you gotta get used to somebody being in your space all the time. Like when I was single, I woke up alone a lot. Now every time I wake up, I'm like, ah! Oh, it's you. It's like 100 times in a row. And maybe you can get a hobby or something. I don't know. It'll surprise me once in a while. Everybody wants to give you marriage advice when you get married. Some of it's helpful, most of it's trash. Because they don't know how your relationship works. But everybody wants to guide you. One of my girlfriends told me, if your husband acts up, just withhold sex. And I was like, what did I do? That punishment affects both of us. I don't like your methods. Don't go to sleep angry, that's another one. I go to sleep angry all the time. Because he falls asleep before me and I'm just like, oh, you got nothing to overthink right now? Okay. I had to get used to being responsible to another person too. That was hard, man. When my husband asked me if I paid my credit card bill, I gotta stop myself from being like, none of your business, bro. Because then I remember like, oh yeah, it is his business. And no.